Good morning, everyone. I hope that you are having a wonderful morning or afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it may be for you. I hope that you're having a great day. Today, I want to talk to you guys about a story of mine, and I'm sure by the title of this video, you've already been pretty intrigued to hear about my drug story of me taking LSD and doing some crazy trip and absolutely probably destroying most of my life, but sadly, that's not going to happen. Today is going to be the story about how someone else took LSD, or at least they thought they took. I can go ahead and tell you that this story is probably going to have some controversy to it probably, so I want to hear your opinion about LSD, about recreational drugs, about whatever you want to mention in the comments below, and I will definitely be responding to you guys whenever you leave those comments and see what you guys have to say. Obviously, love hearing from you guys as always, but I'm sure you want to hear the story, so let's go ahead and get started. A long time ago when I was 16 years old, we had just taken a class talking about all of the different psycho drugs that you can get into, the recreational drugs, psychedelic things that happen, such as like shrooms, LSD, weed, all of the different things that people usually take and the effects and causes on the body later in life from doing consistent doses of these things. But I thought about those, and the only thing I could say to myself is, what if I were to do something like that? So I went around, I was thinking at different stuff, and I was like, LSD, because I couldn't remember the actual name of it. And I thought to myself, what is LSD? So me being 16, I didn't really look it up, and I was at the grocery store with a friend of mine, and I thought of the letter L, so I saw Listerine strips, and I was like, that must be LSD. So I grabbed it, and they are the cinnamon flavor ones, which by the way, those are super good. Oh my god, I don't know if you had the Listerine strips that you just kind of put them on your tongue and let them dissolve, but oh my god, I love cinnamon, so they just tasted great. So by now, you're probably like, oh my god, really? And I was like, come on, man, I was like 16, I didn't fucking pay attention. We just learned about LSD. I was like, everything with the letter L in it just felt like LSD to me at that point. So luckily I didn't like take some like floor cleaner stuff that started with an L. Like that would have been like Lysol. Oh my god, that would have been bad. I would have probably died taking Lysol. So anyway, continuing on from there, my friend and I, like, we got to his back to his house, and I got the Listerine strips out, and I said to him, dude, I got some LSD, let's do it. And he was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god, dude, we're gonna get in so much trouble. I was like, nah, dude, we'll be totally fine. I'll be right here, XD. We sat down, we were playing some Halo at the time, I believe. I think it was Halo 2. It was a long time ago. Man, Jesus Christ, that was a long time ago. Either way, we were playing some Halo, and we stopped for a bit, and I gave him like 3 strips of it, and I was like, take this LSD. I was kind of like holding it like a cigarette, pretending that it was kind of like between my 2 fingers, like that's how you took it. You just like put it on your tongue, because I read the instructions obviously, and I did 2 of them myself, and I just kind of sat there, and I was like, I felt my heart was like going to explode, but I don't really think it was because that I was taking the Listerine strips. I think it was just from the simple fact of, oh my god, I'm doing LSD, what am I doing, I'm an idiot, oh my god, I'm doing LSD. And I kind of sat there, and like I started shaking because I was just like nervous. But my friend, he was on the ground and he was rolling around, and I was like, he started crying, and then he was like, okay, and he was like laughing, and he was like, is this what it feels like to be high? And I was like, I don't know, dude, this is so weird. And then his mom comes downstairs, and we're like, oh shit, oh no, and we were just freaking out, and she's like, what the fuck is happening, what's wrong with you, what the fuck? I told her that I brought over LSD, and she's like, what, where did you get LSD? And then I showed her the little thing of it. She just started dying because she was like, are you fucking serious? Don't scare me like that. Oh my god. And we actually thought that we were in danger, and she thought we were just joking, just pulling a huge prank on her, like, nice prank, boys, y'all are so funny. We just didn't understand it. We were like, what's wrong with you? Why are you not helping us? We're gonna die. And then she explained to us is that Listerine is not LSD. Listerine is a mouth cleaning product that people use, kind of like mouthwash or toothbrush stuff or whatever, just toothpaste. It's not actual drugs. Like, you're not gonna die from having a few Listerine strips. Like, holy shit. And his mom was totally cool. Like, she played in a band, and she was like super nice and did accounting and stuff, but totally thought we were gonna die from the Listerine strips, but we didn't. We were just 100% okay. We were just freaking out for no reason. Which brings me to my next point. The mind is a powerful thing. You can tell yourself a lot of stuff, and if you believe it in your mind, again, that's power, because you can make things happen. If you believe that you can fly, you might try it. You may not be successful, but you can still try it. And hell, you had the courage to go stand on top of a really high place and jump with whatever kind of object that you have to try and fly with. Man, I don't want you to do that, because that sounds dumb, like, to me. But personally, that's power. If you can convince yourself that you can fly and actually go out and try it, that's not something I could do. And I don't believe I could. Which is what brings me to my point. If you believe you can do it, if you set your mind to it, you can probably make it happen. The reason why we were tripping out so much is because we thought that we were actually doing drugs. We weren't really doing something that was going to hurt us in any way or change our psyche or make us feel a different specific way. It's just Listerine trips. It wasn't anything that was going to be life-changing for us. Because we convinced ourselves that this is what it was, we felt that we were going through something completely different than what actually was happening. That's my LSD experience. It wasn't actually LSD, nor did I ever try it for real. It was just something that happened, and we thought it was LSD. I thought it was LSD, convinced my friend that it was LSD, but it was nothing more than Listerine. I mean, granted, we could have just drank a whole shitload of mouthwash. Like, that would have been fucking awful. But what we ended up doing was just a few Listerine strips, which made our breath smell really good and cinnamony, which I was very happy about. That was great. And then I started using Listerine strips more, which gave me some great breath for a while until I stopped seeing the strips show up on the shelves. At the time, it was totally cool. If you believe in your heart that you can do something, and by heart, I mean your mind, because you don't really fucking feel shit through your heart. Your brain just kind of tells you to react. I digress. If you believe that you can do it, if you put your mind to it, you're probably going to get better at something. You're probably going to be able to do something. You're going to give yourself the courage to be able to do something, and you're going to try it out. You're either going to fall on your face and say this was an awful idea, or you're going to be successful with whatever you want to do. Now, you can apply that to most anything in life, such as getting a job, getting a career in something that you have a mindset for, becoming a better artist, which some of you I know that I've talked to recently, especially in my Discord, have been definitely talking to me about the things that you like to draw and the things that you like to talk about and do, whether it be a linguist or be a musician or whatever art that you want to specialize in. If you work at it, you're going to get better at it. If you tell yourself you can, you're going to learn. If you want to invest the time in something that you enjoy, make sure you actually enjoy it. Because if you really enjoy something and you really enjoy what it is, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to do it. You're going to make it happen. You're going to definitely do it more and more and eventually get better at it. And that's the power of the mind. And that's the thing that I wanted to tell you with the story, is that, again, we told ourselves that we were on LSD. We thought that we were going to die. And then because of that, we had adverse effects of fear of whatever's happening, a change in psyche, to the point where we felt like, oh my God, it's over. But it wasn't. Obviously, we were totally fine. If you can think to yourself that, man, I can get better at Overwatch. Oh man, I can try and win this game. It may not always happen, but the fact that you gave yourself enough encouragement to try and change the outcome of something that looked negative, the fact that you gave yourself enough of a positive reinforcement to try and change the outcome of being negative is so powerful. If you are able to do that with multiple occurrences of, maybe you're going to fail a test, or you feel like you're going to fail a test, but you studied hard because you don't want to fail that test, that's something that could be very positive. Or maybe you were thinking to yourself, man, this is impossible to do. I'm never going to be good at something. But you practiced it over and over again, and eventually you started to say, maybe I could be good at this. Eventually, you do get better. Experience makes you better. You will be able to think, if you do something over and over again, eventually you'll get faster at doing that specific task because you know exactly what you need to do, when and where. If you've never used a program before and eventually you know how to use it fluently, then you're going to be able to do things faster. It's as simple as that. Over time, people learn how to get better at the things that they enjoy, and that's always something good. And that's what I wanted to promote to you with this story, because after that, we thought about the psychology behind it. After we went through that experience and thought to ourselves at the age of 16, we put our mind to the fact that we were on LSD, even though it wasn't true, because we were just ignorant about what we had with us. If we can put our mind to the mindset of us being good at video games, we'll eventually be decent. And if you put your mind to it, then you can get good. I may not be the best at video games, as you can clearly see from the gameplay going on in the background, but I feel like I'm definitely better than I used to be a long time ago. That is a very powerful thing. So again, what do you guys think? Also, before I go, a quick heads up as to something that Frog Song Studios was telling me about. Now, for those of you that remember who Frog Song Studios are, or if you don't remember, they are the guys that made the game Spellsworn. They're actually going to be doing something as a tribute to the Aigey icon, or the Aigey thing, for their game coming up. So I'm actually very excited to see what they're going to be doing as the game goes into alpha. I remember making a video for them quite a while ago when it was in pre-alpha, and they really enjoyed the amount of effort and enjoyment I had for the game, and I definitely want to see what they do coming up here soon. But anyway, guys, as always, again, I say it again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.